Sweetie, here we go. We're live. I think RAELYNN'S in a good mood today. Well, she is right now. She's like, what's going on here? What's going on? What's going on is that we're live, sweetie. That's what's going on. Of course, we got the RAELYNN cam again. I think I do. Let's see. RAELYNN cam. Here is the RAELYNN cam. Getting all high-tech fancy, aren't we? All right, so as usual, if you are a member and you'd like to join us on the stream and chat, the link is in the chat right there. So there's that. Let me hold on a second. I think I have my audio going through the wrong thing here. I'll check this real quick. There we go. Now I'm too loud. What's going on here? Hold on. Okay, I think that's better. I think am I playing it somewhere? I'm not sure if it's playing somewhere. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, you know what? I think I didn't mute this thing. That's what it is. How do I do that? Click that, mute that. Is that better? I think that should be better. Still learning. Okay, if you're here, so what we're going to talk about today is dealing with people who don't always agree with you, and that you don't always agree with. So that's the topic for today, and how to respond to those kinds of people with love. And the reason I'm even thinking about this is that in the comments, was it yesterday or the day before for our video, there was somebody being accusatory in terms of like, and I get this from time to time. I have hard skin. I'm not worried about it, but accusatory in terms of like being just using our daughter for money, which is ridiculous. But just how do we respond to people who don't always agree with us in love? So how do we talk to them? How do we think about them? That's going to be our topic for today. So start thinking about that. If you want to hop on the stream, we can talk about that together. Certainly, we can chat about that as well. But I also want to save that topic also for when everyone comes later as well. So kind of both and kind of situation. So I forgot to grab the mail. Hey, Gail, it's good to see you here. How's your day been? I'm going to go grab. I'm not on the screen camera, am I? That's RAELYNN. Let me switch it back to me. Well, me and RAELYNN, but here we go. There we go. That was RAELYNN. That was the RAELYNN cam. Good to see you there. Good to see you. How's your day been? I'm going to go grab the mail real quick. We did get one piece of mail, so I want to make sure that we open that together as well. So I'll be right back. Until then, I'll put RAELYNN on the screen. Maybe I'll put RAELYNN on the screen. There we go. RAELYNN, say hi. Okay, I'm back. RAELYNN, we do have a piece of mail. We have mail. Are you going to sleep, sweetie? Are you sleepy? She looks tired. I thought she'd be awake. She was awake. All of a sudden, she's getting sleepy. RAELYNN, what is it? Are you sleepy? A lot of times after we give her afternoon meds, she's sleepy, but we haven't even given her afternoon meds yet. So I thought she'd be awake. But hey, she's on her own sleep schedule, right? She always decides when she wants to sleep and when she wants to be awake. That's up to her. Right now, she thinks it's a sleepy time. Well, I was going to show her mail, read her her mail, but she's deciding she wants to take a nap instead. RAELYNN, you got to go to sleep? She's like, leave me alone, Dad. I'm sleeping. That's okay. She's, like I said, she's always on her own sleep schedule. There was somebody recently who was asking about that. I think it was in a comment. They said something like they saw something in the video yesterday. I showed all the results from her 24-hour EEG, and there was something in there about consistent with her encephalopathy. She had irregular patterns of sleeping and waking. And they were curious what that meant exactly. And it just means that because of RAELYNN being who she is and her medical complexity and all that, she has very irregular sleep patterns. So that's what that means. And right now we can see that. She just, in the middle of the day, a lot of times she just decides, even if there's things going on, that she just decides, I'm tired, I'm going to go to sleep, I'm going to take a nap. So that's what we see right now. She's tired, ready to go to sleep. But it's not always very long. Sometimes it's just really short. Am I being too loud, RAELYNN? Am I being too loud? RAELYNN, we have a live stream. We have a live stream. We have people. They're excited to see you. They're excited to see you. I don't know if she is moving her mouth because she's excited too. She's talking back. She does that sometimes. Or if she's like, Dad, leave me alone. I can see a real slight smile. I don't know if you can notice that or not, but she's smiling just very, very slightly. Anyway, so the topic we're going to be talking about today, once we get everyone together, is how to deal with people who are just giving you some negative feedback about whatever it is, like something that you, maybe an opinion that you expressed or a lifestyle that you live. And how do we deal with people who just don't agree with us? How do we deal with people that we don't agree with? And there's several different ways that we could go about that. We could, hey, Georgina, good to see you there. There's several different ways that we can go about dealing with people who we agree with or that we don't agree with. And I just want to get your feedback as well. So as we go into that discussion, how do you deal with people who you don't agree with and who don't agree with you? Do you shut them out? Do you ignore them? Do you argue with them? Like, what's your go-to tactic when trying to deal with people that you don't always respond, that you don't always want to respond well to? Of course, you can see by the title there, if you looked at the title, that I think we should respond with love. Even when it's hard, I think we should respond with love. Don't you, sweetie? Don't you think? Respond with love. Because the thing is, just like we might, talk to somebody who vehemently disagrees with us, there's going to be an issue in which we vehemently disagree with them. And it goes both ways. So, I mean, if we always respond with love, then we would be able to have a civil discourse about these things, be able to, and also kind of like, I hate the word tolerate, but in the old way, in the old sense of using the word tolerate, in terms of like tolerate each other's opinions and lifestyle and beliefs, and like we can all get along with each other. We can tolerate each other in the sense that we don't have to argue with each other in order to have a relationship with each other. And we don't have to like demonize the other side just because we disagree with them or they disagree with us. We can get along. We can tolerate each other. I think in a more positive way of putting it, we can love each other even when we disagree with each other. So that's kind of the topic for today. Have you ever had experiences where you've had to deal with that? So on our channel here, we've definitely dealt with quite a bit of criticism from time to time, and I think that's both expected given the nature of our channel, and also just being that we're on YouTube and we have thousands of people who watch our channel. Really, even just thousands of people who sometimes aren't even familiar with our channel, who sometimes pop in, who want to give their 2 cents for one reason or another. It's to be expected, right? Hold on, I got to sneeze. I wonder if I can mute this before I sneeze so it's not too loud. Okay, it went away. I apologize if I sneeze and it's really like it blows out the audio. Wanted to share that I find Gav. What's that? Find Gav. Let me know what that is. Find Gav. Well, I'm excited for you, whatever it is. Well, it's good to see you here. So as we talk about that here in just a few minutes later, and by the way, since you guys are members, if you wanted to hop into our chat, the link is up there in terms of if you wanted to video chat with me for a few minutes or with RAELYNN, just to say hi or whatever. And if you don't want to, that's fine too. But as we open up to everyone else here in just a few minutes, I just wanted to throw that out there that we can respond with love. So even if there are people who, are very adamant about you're wrong about something, or you got to believe something else, and they want to argue that point. We don't have to argue back in like manner, right? We can decide ahead of time, and sometimes that's what it takes, is deciding ahead of time that even if they're going to be rude, even if they're going to be they want to argue, we don't have to argue back, and we don't have to be rude back. We can decide ahead of time, hey, this is a person who is at a certain place in their journey, and they have certain opinions, and I even though I don't agree with them, I don't have to let that be the primary issue between us, in terms of, we can still love each other. Learning disabilities and mental health. Yeah, Georgina, and that's okay. Like, everyone has issues that they're struggling with. So, like, obviously with RAELYNN, she's got all kinds of issues that she's struggling with. But blessings to you. I hope that you're finding joy and hope and peace, even despite the many things that you struggle with. I know that's something that I personally have to remind myself of often. As you've seen I don't know if you saw our last video or not, or not our last video, but our last live stream, we talked about how one of the reasons I was cutting back a little bit was just mental health in general. And just to be a healthy person, we need to have balance in our lives. So, and that's helped me a lot in just these last few weeks in determining that balance again. I'm doing a lot better than I was even just a month ago. So this has been a good change for us. But well, it is almost 4 o'clock. So this 15 minutes just really flies by, doesn't it? And like, in terms of the members only portion of this video. So, but I always do want to have this available, just because you guys are the members, you guys are supporting us. I so appreciate that. So if you wanted to ever, jump into the video chat, that's why we do this, is to give you guys that time specifically for you guys to be able to talk with us, to ask any questions that you have. But yeah, if we just want to open it up now to everyone else, then I'm going to go ahead and, hey, Lacey, it's good to see you again. How have you been doing? So we're going to open up here to everyone else in just a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and get that ready, because it takes me a couple minutes sometimes to get it ready. We're going to switch this to public. And I think as soon as I do that, it might even start notifying people. So we might get a flood in here pretty soon of others as well. Okay, click that. And then I want to also post about it in the community tab. So going live for everyone. There we go. And we're talking today about how to respond to people when you don't see eye to eye with them. You don't see eye to eye with them. So we're posting that, and we're going to go save that. And now everyone should be coming in here pretty soon. So I also, now that RAELYNN is awake, we might even do our mail. We did get a piece of mail. This is from Jai. I think his username is Jai, but his name is Jai. And he gave us a note the other day, a card. So I wanted to read that to RAELYNN because I thought it was cool. RAELYNN, here's your card. It says, thanks. I'll show it to you guys too. Thanks. This is from Jai. So thanks, Jai, for sending this. But here's what it says. It says, hey, Chris, RAELYNN, and family. I just wanted to drop you a line and say thank you for all the videos and your posts. And this time there will be something in the P.O. box. Haha. Can you guess what vlog I just watched? LOL. I have CP as well. From Jai in Vermont. Yeah, so it was our last live stream, I think. Or maybe it was there was a video. There was a video in which I went to the post office P.O. box, and there was nothing in there. And I said, well, maybe next time. So Jai, I appreciate you. So RAELYNN, that was from Jai. Jai sent us something so our mailbox wouldn't be empty. That was cool. So that's all the mail we got, though, just that one. So I appreciate you, Jai. And Jai's a member too, so maybe he'll pop in from time to time as well. Hey guys, good to see you all. Thanks for jumping into our stream today. We're going to be talking today about responding with love, even when it's hard. Have you ever been in a situation where you're in a debate, maybe a debate, conversation, maybe just conversation, let's put it that way, and then it comes up that the person that you're talking with has a different opinion than you, and they are adamant about their opinion. They're adamant. They think that you are wrong. And I don't know, maybe it's getting heated. Maybe they're getting heated, and they want you to agree with them so bad. Like they're arguing their point, and they just don't see how you could have an opinion, and so on. So how do you respond? How do you respond when the person that you're talking to, it's making it so hard to have a conversation. How do you respond? So I want you to put it in the comments or the chat and say, how would you respond in those kinds of situations? How would you respond? I want to say this, and I mentioned this earlier when it was in the members only part. We had a commenter not too long ago who was just adamant about how my having this channel pretty much at all in terms of how we how we present information, how we encourage people. They thought it was inappropriate for me to have RAELYNN in the videos so much. They thought, and you see this argument from time to time on YouTube, and there's certainly a balance. But in terms of how much is it appropriate to have your children in your videos? Is it borderline exploitative, or is it perfectly appropriate? Now, according to the law, the parents or guardians can actually put their children in videos and posts. I responded in the comments. I said something like, well, if you had to get your children's consent anytime you posted a picture or video of them online, you would never see any baby pictures, right? you would never see any baby pictures because no babies have consented to having their pictures posted online. So, and I wasn't seeking to argue with him. I just wanted to, we're having a civil conversation. As far as I'm concerned, I love him. I hope that he understood that point. I wasn't trying to like have a gotcha moment or anything like that. I told him I genuinely appreciate him and his opinions. Or I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but I respond. I appreciate that person and their opinions. And I hope that he or she understood that point and understood that I was simply having a conversation with them. Now there were other people in the comments, people who were supportive of me, who were, I don't want to say bashing, but they were being defensive to me, and I understand why they would do that. I just want to encourage you guys, whenever somebody disagrees with you, you don't have to argue. You don't have to argue. You can respond with love. You can thank them for their opinion. You can even seek to understand their opinion. One of the reasons I do appreciate that person's opinion is that as somebody who's on YouTube, we do want to make sure that we're being appropriate in terms of the videos that we share and things like that. Like I don't want to share things that RAELYNN wouldn't want me to share, you know? And as her parent, I do need to kind of determine that, right? Like certainly if something's too private, we keep that off of YouTube. I mean, we have had ideas in the past where I've just said, no, I'm not going to share that online, right? Especially when it comes to like, there were some people who they wanted to know like specifics in terms of helping her to have bowel movements. And I was just like, that's inappropriate, right? And not to say that we can't discuss things. I think it's important in this kind of channel not to stigmatize things that are normal for our families and those kinds of things. But it was the way sometimes that people ask questions that just gives me a vibe like this person they're not really seeking the information. They're seeking, I don't know if it was a fetish or what it was, but I wasn't going to go there with them because it was just like, I don't think that you're legitimately asking a question. So I do have to weigh all that kind of stuff out, right? So it is important that we, as a parent, as a guardian, know when to kind of not do a video, right? Anyway, I want to look at the chat here for a second. Hey guys, it's good to see you all. Yes, we're doing well, Helen. Hey Anna, you made it after all. It's good to see you. Hey Anna, good to see you as well. Anna Kidd and Anna Montelato. Yeah, I know it's hard sometimes to respond with love, but we do need to do that, don't we? Definitely. Yeah. Well, Marsh, I wanted to know people aren't being rude. There was just, I was just responding in terms of one comment, how the thought process. As a pastor, sometimes there are people, even in my church congregation, or especially people who maybe come in for a season, and start to get integrated, but then they decide, well, this isn't really for them. So as a pastor, I've gotten feedback, and this is unrelated to our YouTube channel, but just in terms of like, people being negative or people disagreeing with me. And so, and I'm sure we've all had these kind of conversations where we've had disagreements with people. And the goal there is always to respond with love. Like no matter how people talk to you, if they're being rude or whatever it is, even if it's just a disagreement, I think it's important that we treat people civilly, that we love people, even if they consider us to be their enemies, that we love people. Even when it's hard, that we love people. And the reason I have this mentality is that there are so many things that we could nitpick about each other, right? I mean, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, there are so many things that we could say, I don't think that person should be doing that. And, ooh, that person, I would never do that. And we could analyze everybody by our own life, by our own thoughts. But if we do that, what's to keep other people from doing that to us? Like, if everyone's judging everyone by their own standard and responding to them like as if they don't meet my standard, then they're not worth talking to or they're not worth loving, then, I mean, and if we're all doing that, this is going to be a horrible world that we live in. That's why I say, even if you disagree with somebody, even if someone disagrees with you, we need to respond with love. Does that make sense? Like, I'm passionate about this topic because as a pastor, I need to make sure that the people in my church are getting along with each other. And not to toot my own horn, I think we do pretty good with that. And they were the church that I pastor, even before I began pastoring them, they were already pretty good at that. They're a pretty loving church. Just in terms of life in general, though, too, like even within a family, it can be so easy for people to be critical of each other. I'm going to preach tomorrow at church about how you've heard the phrase familiarity breeds contempt. When you know each other really well, whether that be a church, family, whatever it is, even our YouTube community, sometimes it can be really easy to nitpick. Whereas it's important for us to take a step back and say, no, even if I'm being nitpicked, I shouldn't nitpick them, because then I'm doing the same thing that they're doing to me that I don't like. So always respond with love, even when it's hard. So that's my point today. If anybody else wants to chat about that some more, I think it's a good point. And that it's something important that we remember. We're doing pretty good, Anna. It's good to, thanks for asking. Hey, I'm going to put this on the screen. And we did this last time too, but stick around. We're going to give channel memberships away. As we've been doing every time we have a live stream. So post in the comments if you are a member or if you're not a member. If you're a member, go ahead and put some of those emojis in there that only members have. If you're not a member, let us know that if you want a membership. And I wish I could just give one to everyone who wanted one. But we will be giving away some memberships as well. So once I do that, once I give one away, make sure that if you haven't opted in yet, and I think if you've opted in already, you don't have to do it again, but make sure you opt in so that you can get one of those memberships if you haven't done that yet. So if you haven't been in one of our live streams lately, you might not have seen this option of opting in to get a free membership, but we're going to give one of those away here in a second. Also, you also could give away a membership to someone else. So it doesn't have to just be me that gives away memberships. It could be one of you as well. So, and if you want to give away a membership, I will give you a special perk today, and that's giving Raylan a SnapCam filter. So we did this last time too, but I'll show you. Here is the Raylan cam, Raylan's camera. Here it is. So there's Raylan on camera, and I'm going to show you this. These are a whole bunch of filters that we could give Raylan. We could give Raylan a filter. And what that would do is it would give her something on a filter on her face. So here's, for example, here is Raylan as it's not going to show elephant. She doesn't want to do elephant. Raylan, maybe you need to look at the camera a little bit better. Is that better? No, no, maybe it's not. It's not doing Raylan as an elephant. What about an apple? We'll do that one. Oh, wait, there it is. See Raylan as an apple? So that's how that works. Not in the middle of the screen, is it? There we go. Raylan as an apple. So if you wanted to give a membership or a sticker, a super sticker or a super chat, then you can we can give Raylan a filter. All right. Let's see. How do I want to be able to look at both of these things at the same time, but there's only so much stuff on my screen that I can look at. So give me a second here. That's that. And then over here, I want to look at the stream stuff. You okay, sweetie? You good? You good? So that's that. Okay. Comments. Let's see. she is the world's cutest apple. I agree with you, Marsh. Raylan has been doing pretty good today. She got a shower just now, just a little bit ago. She has been up in her chair now for just about an hour or so. What else have we done, Raylan? Got all clean. Just been kind of relaxing. She watched a movie, I think, this morning. So yeah, those are the, I don't know if you can see, actually it doesn't show on the screen, does it? But you can see, if you look at Neom, is that how you pronounce your name? I know you've been around a while. I should know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. But if you look at her comment there, you can see the various emojis that you get if you are a member. I see your comment there, Georgina. I just want to ask a question. Does Raylan come out of her wheelchair? Only when we get her out. So like she'll be in, whether she's in her bed or whether she's in, we have a recliner that's in our family room. If we're just hanging out in the family room, watching TV or whatever it is, she'll sit in that. Sometimes when we're at church, sometimes we'll have her on a couch at the church rather than in her chair. So yeah, we'll get her out of her chair from time to time for various things. So yeah, she's not always confined to her chair. Well, whatever the circumstance is, but if we're going out here and there, then yeah, she'll stay in her chair. So that kind of thing. All right, so let's see what else we got. Latoya, that's awesome that you've been seizure free. That is so cool. Let's see, where'd it go? It disappeared. There it is. That's so cool. That's great. If you saw our video, was it yesterday? Raylan is not having tonic-clonic seizures anymore, although she does have more of the other seizures. She's been seizure free of tonic-clonic seizures, which is really cool. And just in general, she's having less seizures. So one of the things that we saw on the data, especially comparing it to her last 24-hour EEG, is that she's just having more times between seizures that she's not having any seizure activity, which is really cool. If I missed your questions, let me know. Raylan's doing well. And all right, so here we go. We're going to give away a membership. All right. So once again, if you want a membership, throw a comment in there saying that you want that. And let me see how I can do that. I think I need to go over to the actual stream here. Click on this. Here we go. So that I can give one away. Here we go. Giving away our first membership. And let's see who it goes to. One membership. And should be going there. There it is. Let's see if it's given away soon. So the way that you get that, there is 4W Farms. You guys were gifted a membership. That's awesome. And I think you guys have been members before, haven't you? I could be wrong. I don't remember everyone who's been a member. I apologize. But so if you haven't already opted in, make sure that you, when it pops up there, that there's a gifted membership that you opt in. Okay. And if you've already clicked out before in the past, then I don't think you have to click it again. But that's how you make sure that you are able to get one of these gifted memberships whenever we do that. So I'm going to give away 4 or 5 today. And I might even just buy one of those 5-packs again, like I have in the past. Okay, so just in terms of like question and answer time, is there any questions you guys have about how we've been doing, how Raylan's been doing, any like stuff like that? I want to do a video sometime about resources that various people with disabilities have. In terms of Raylan's care, we could always talk about like the nursing that she gets, and also just like sometimes she gets funds from the state to handle things like renovations to our home. Like that's how we got a really nice shower for her. It's how we're soon getting a lift in her room, although sometimes there's red tape and sometimes it just takes a while to do that. But what what resources do you have? So I thought about doing a video like that. And let me know, I mentioned this in a video a couple weeks back, but if you have CP and you'd like to be in a video, one of our videos, let me know that as well. I think I might even post a video about that this coming week in terms of exactly what you can do there. How do you reach out for those kinds of resources? Shadi, what we've done is we've talked to our state. We live in Illinois, so we talked to the state of Illinois, and there's a couple departments. It's going to vary from state to state, and I can't recall the name of the department right now, but it's basically a department that every 5 years we're allowed to get a certain dollar amount for renovations for our home, and we can request them to do certain things. Like they put a shower in our house, that really nice big shower that RAELYNN uses. That was through the state. We didn't have to pay for that. They paid for that. I think her bath chair came from that same fund. We want to eventually get a ramp, a new ramp on our patio out back. Of course, the one that we have right now, I built, and I'm not a carpenter, so I wouldn't. I mean, it's safe. I'm not saying it's not safe, but it's not quite to code. But it works good enough. I mean, it's safe, but it is kind of in the way. I think it's a little steeper than it's supposed to be, but I didn't want to make it any longer than it is, because then it would kind of get in the way of the door that kind of goes through the garage, that kind of thing. But let's see, somebody asked what RAELYNN was going to be for Halloween. We haven't decided yet. I think there's one year that, I don't know if we ever actually did this, but we wanted to dress her up like a doctor. Yeah, I don't think we did, because I think that was going to be last year. And last year for Halloween, she ended up being in the hospital, or maybe she was at Rankin Jordan. Remember, she had hip surgery last year about this time, a little bit later. Maybe it was November, December, something like that. But she was in the hospital for Halloween, right? Does that make sense? Is that right? She must have been. She was a princess for Halloween. Do you remember this? I know I posted about it. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember her video when she was in Rankin Jordan and wearing a really fancy princess dress? Or maybe that was just because. Maybe that wasn't Halloween. I'd have to look, guys. I don't have a great memory. But she's doing good. Her hips have, I mean, she's worlds better than she was. And it's been a really good thing. They assumed, I don't know if it was an assumption, it was more than an assumption. They because of how her hips were going, they knew that she was going to have major pain because of how her hips were doing. So when they did that hip surgery, which is basically they took her hips permanently out of socket and redid where her muscles and bones were and stuff like that, she's finally healed and she's doing well. So that's a huge blessing. It really is. All right, so I'm going to give away another membership here. So let's see about that. One more right now, and then how about this? We'll do one more right now, and then we'll do a pack of 5 here in a second after that. Does that sound good? We'll do that. If I missed your question, let me know. Make sure I answer your question before we end today. But here's another membership, and we'll see who that goes to. Make sure that you're opted in if you haven't done that. Let's see who that goes to. Usually announces it pretty quick there. Marsh, there you go. You have a membership. And so with that membership, I think we've said this before, but you're able to come into our live stream about 15 minutes early, and you can hop on the video with us, and we can talk face to face, basically. And you can chat. You can ask any questions that you have, like, and get them in real time. I can learn about you. I love getting to know our subscribers as well, and hear their struggles. I know Lacey's done that before. Anna's done that before. Who else has hopped in with us before? Tara has done that before. So I really enjoy getting to know several of you. Meher has done that before. I don't think Meher's here today, but that's okay. But I enjoy getting to know you guys. And it's really, I mean, we've been doing this for about 2.5 years now. And it's really cool to see how many people have been around with us for a long time, more than a year, many people more than 2 years. And we're a community. I mean, it's like you guys are RAELYNN'S friends, and it's really cool to see how so many of you stick with her and grow up with her. It's really cool. So, Anna, can we collaborate on a resource video? If you have some ideas, let me know. Yeah, I would love to explore that with you. So, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that via email if you can. Shoot me an email. I do want to put together this cerebral palsy video. I have like kind of a script I want to kind of talk through, like it's kind of a narration kind of script. And I have a spot, I think, where I want to put some of your videos if you have cerebral palsy, whether Anna or others of you. I know some of you have said that you have cerebral palsy as well. I would love to have that collaboration pretty soon. I think this coming Friday, I might even have details about what kind of videos you could submit to me. And so we can include that in the collaboration. And then, of course, if you have a YouTube channel, I'd love to link to your YouTube channels as well. If you don't, that's fine too. I can just list your name in the credits of that video. But I think this is going to be an inspiring video, not just for people who have cerebral palsy, but for people who are sometimes just down, and of course, the point of our channel here is always that no matter how you, whatever circumstances you're in, there's always hope, even when life seems hopeless. So that's the point of that's going to be the point of that video as well, that even when people say that you have so many limitations, you can still have hope. So bye, Niam. It was good to have you with us tonight. All right, I'm going to give away five more memberships real quick. So, and then we're going to hop off of here pretty soon. Okay. So membership gifting, 5 more. Here we go. Pack of 5. There we go. I'm glad that we finally got all this figured out in terms of gifting these things. All right. And if anybody else wants to gift any more, we can do some filters with RAELYNN, the snap cam filters. So if you wanted to gift one, or if you wanted to do, it's giving these away pretty quick. Usually it takes a while, doesn't it? Man, it's on top of it today. Marette, Helen, Becky, Lily, and Lynn, congratulations. You guys are all members now. Now, those of you who've won memberships tonight or today, the way it works is that you have that membership for a month. It's a 30-day membership. I don't think it auto renews, but you might want to make sure if you go into like settings in YouTube that you turn off auto renew, or even that kind of, or even as it's getting closer to that when it's over, just make sure you cancel it. I don't think it'll auto renews. Of course, if you would like to renew it, I think it's $2 a month. And then you can always get into our live streams about 15 minutes early, chat face to face. I love chatting with our subscribers, get to know you guys, hear your struggles and your joys and these kinds of things. So, hey, I wanted to thank everybody for joining us today in our live stream. And even though nobody's given a super chat or a super sticker or, thank you, Emily, for pointing that out, that it doesn't auto renew. I appreciate that. That's good to know, because I don't want anybody to accidentally get roped into a subscription that they don't want. But if you wanted to renew it, certainly I encourage you to. That supports us. It helps RAELYNN. It continues this channel, that kind of thing. So I appreciate you guys that do renew that. And I've seen that several people do. So I appreciate you guys that do renew that as well. But I do it. I give these things out just so that you guys can, I like I said, chat with you guys over the video chat and get that perk. I know that people ask for that kind of thing a lot. So I just wanted to be a blessing to you guys as well. All right. So real quick, I'm going to do a face thing, although it looks like this camera turned off. RAELYNN, why did that camera turn off? Oh, you know what? That camera died. I said we'd do some snap cam filters, but it looks like that camera's dead. Although I might be able to do it on, can I do it on this camera? I might be able to, but then it's going to be on me instead of her. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see what happens. You okay, sweetie? You good? You good? She's been doing a lot better. I think I mentioned to you guys not too long ago that she's been coughing up a lot of stuff, and she still does. It's not like she's stopped completely, but she's just in general been doing pretty good health-wise. So hasn't been having a whole lot of extra saliva, no concerns there. Seizures are less than usual, and So just in general, she's doing pretty good, which is good. So, all right. So I'm gonna throw a snap cam filter on me at least. Oh, so she doesn't get the. It didn't work on her. the elephant didn't work on Raylan, but for some reason it works on me. So there's the elephant. Right if I hide my face, Raylan. Nope, it won't work on her either. Come on, Raylan. Why am I the elephant, not you? Right. Well, maybe we'll try something else then. All right. So, I'm a raccoon. What if I'm hidden? Nope. I'm still trying to find it on Raylan. Let's see. Give me a suggestion, because there's all kinds of filters here. What do you want to see Raylan as? How about Cat in the Hat? So once again, it's on me. What if it? Nope, not on Raylan either. It doesn't want to put it on Raylan. All right. Okay, we'll try Panda. Good suggestion, Emily. Let's try Panda. Panda. There's no Panda. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. I was confused. I'm like, how could there be no Panda? So here. Oh, that's a weird one. That was almost scary. It's like a bloodthirsty panda. What about this one? That's better. Okay, Raylan, will show it on you? Oh, Raylan. It's only on Dad for some reason. Okay, hold on. What if let's see. I'm going to try to zoom in on her. Oh, that's me. Okay, let's try that. Still no face on Raylan. Oh, there it is. There's the panda. There we go. I just had to hold Raylan's head up a little bit. Okay. Oh, Vanessa, thank you so much for the super chat. You're an artist with CP and autism. That's awesome. That's awesome. What kinds of things do you paint? Tell me what you paint. I would love to find out. And also, Vanessa, since you sent a super chat, you get to pick the next filter. What would you like to see on Raylan for a snap cam filter? Kirsten, it's okay. It's okay that you missed the live videos. That's they're always on YouTube. If you want to go back and watch them, you certainly can. But that's okay. It's all right. Ever wear a plastic bag as clothing? Really interesting. I've never heard of that. You're so nice. You sent another one, Vanessa. I appreciate that. So what kinds of things do you paint? And now you've sent two things, so now you get to choose two SnapCam filters. That's so kind of you. So let's see. We're gonna put one on her until you decide what you want. There's all kinds of things here. I mean, it's really hard to choose. But like, there's some things are just weird. Like this is bread. Like why would you want to be bread? I guess. So these filters are all things that my wife uses. You make diamond paintings. You're so kind with all these super chats. That's cool. So let's give her, since you make diamond paintings, let's do a diamond. Does that sound good? Diamond. I wonder if there's a diamond filter we can give Raylan. Diamond. Let's see. Yes, there are. Let's see if I can find a good one. There's I think this is diamond teeth. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know if I like that. I'm just having a good time, guys. I mean, officially, our live stream is kind of over, but now I'm just playing. Diamonds. Let's see. I don't know what this one is. Diamond. Oh, I think it's just a skin filter. I don't see like a diamond. Can you be a diamond? Diamond. What is this one? There's diamonds. Diamond earrings. All right, so Raylan, let's see if we can give you diamond earrings. Let's zoom in on Raylan here. Okay. You try diamond earrings, Raylan? Oh, there we go. You good? She has diamond earrings. There we go. You see it, Raylan? I think she's looking at the screen. Yeah, she is. She's looking at the screen. She's like, oh, look at those pretty diamond earrings. Look at those pretty diamond earrings you have. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, you can email that to me, Vanessa. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see your work. That's cool. Okay, well, I think that's about it for today, guys. Thanks for joining us for our live stream. Thanks for hanging out with us. And remember, no matter what's going on, I hope that you respond to others with love, and you can do that from a place of security. Because even if life seems hopeless, you can always have hope, always have joy. So take care, you guys. God bless you, and I hope that we'll see you again next time. Especially you members, you guys who just got the memberships. Make sure next month, whenever we have our next live stream, that you join up 15 minutes early. I'd love to video chat with you guys, get to know you guys a little bit, and hopefully be an encouragement to you guys as well. So God bless you guys. We will see you again next time. You guys take care.